And they've already told you that they're going to raise the black flag of ISIS over the White House.
They did. Matter of fact, you hear the New York Times even just reported that ISIS just said that they're going to take over the ISIS threatened. I'm sorry, not from the New York Times. This is from CBS News. It says new ISIS video threatened attack on White House.
Yeah.
And so should we take this serious?
Yeah.
I take that very serious.
You,
we just see what happened last week.
Well, look how close they were to the president of France at the soccer game.
Yes.
Look how close. I think Angela Merkel was it. Well, no, I'm positive that Hollande was at the soccer stadium when they ran that attack. And there are other. I mean, the president is close to suicide bombers.
Yes.
He's close to people with Kalashnikovs and AK-47s, and they're out there in the street. And nobody can stop these people. They're running around and doing what they want to do. This guy, this imam that they're talking about, he says, we dream of seeing our children become ministers and dignitaries and even presidents. Why not? We want them to rule France one day, to rule Belgium, Germany, and Britain, says Imam Mohammed Khattabi. Now,
and I take that serious.
Yes,
absolutely. I take that serious.
You know,
and like you said, we could even throw in America.
Yes, sir.
Matter of fact, he might not. But guess what? He might not even throw in America because he already made. I'm not going to say, but he might believe that they already have the guy in office, so he don't even have to say America.
Well, in my estimation, what their first line of offense in this country is to bring as many people as and they can and have as many babies as they can.
That's right.
Now, one day,
outpopulate us.
One day, when they outpopulate us in various areas, you'll see them electing like they did in Hamtramck. You'll see them.
They got the majority.
That's right, electing majority.
Matter of fact, you ever been through Hamtramck? I haven't been through there in a couple of years, but last time I went through, it was they had the call to prayer.
Exactly right. Now here's the thing that I wrote about in an article. It said that their ultimate goal is to bring about change the constitution of this country and bring in. This is my opinion. Bring in a parliamentary law. Once they do that, they've got it. I mean, they will take over, and there will be with the parliament system. I mean, it'll be fiefdoms. It'll be cities in this country that are like France, where there are no-go zones.
Yes,
but if you have
they have their own government set
exactly
up.
Right.
Yep.
And Sharia law, and that's the ultimate goal is for them.
And we need to be concerned about that here in Michigan.
That's exactly right.
Very concerned. Matter of fact, I just want to applaud Patterson Brooks Patterson because he was on. He was on Frank Beckman's show, and he said that he's going to do everything in his power to push back, to reject this 10,000 they want to bring to Pontiac. Pontiac is already a city that's already just went through a bankruptcy, Phil. They're already in hardship. Why we want to burden that city? And not just that, our state is starting to now recover. Not saying that we can help people, but we can help them. It's better to help them in their land.
Well, and not only that, but there is a double-edged sword that we're dealing with. If we help them, they help themselves. They're getting a double helping. They're getting a double blessing.
Can I ask you something? Will you think they're going back home after the war? This war-torn city.
They're carrying the war here. That's what the ultimate thing is. They want Sharia law. Sharia law is not anywhere compatible with our Constitution. And what happens? We got political correctness.
Yes.
And political correctness says that when somebody like Ben Carson says, I don't think that a Muslim that I would vote for a Muslim for president. Well, see, I would have taken it further. I would say I would make a law that no Muslim could be president of this country.
Well, can I raise my hand? Amen to that. So, let's create it right now.
They better be glad that
it's time right now to create the law. While we have a majority still in there. We still have a majority. I'm telling you. Even though this community organizer won't sign it, we'll still hold it there.
That's right.
But if you can get a majority, he don't need to.
Look how long they held the health care law. You look how long they held that. Yeah. That was John Dingell's daddy's thing. Yeah. He the one that introduced that back in the 30s.
Oh, my goodness. Wait a minute.
And John Dingell, after his daddy died after so many years.
And he's been in there 100 years.
Yeah, and he come in there every year, and he introduced the bill until they finally got Obama in there and got in there. Let me go to the lines right quick here. We're going to go to Good Morning, Bruce from Grosse Pointe. Good morning, Bruce.
Good morning, gentlemen. Very, very sad aftermath of what happened yesterday in Belgium. This is Mali. This is just, and then to hear this guy get up there and just talk about the strategy and all this stuff, which clearly is not working. I was telling Derek, guys. If Al Qaeda and ISIS had this kind of leadership, we wouldn't have anything to worry about. Yeah. These guys would be stumbling all over themselves. Yeah. They'd be blowing themselves up and not be taking anybody with them.
Well, here's one thing I want on that vein. Yeah. One thing I want to say is that for President Obama to allow John Kerry to get away with the statement that he made, is absolutely unthinkable. A couple of years ago. This is why I'm looking at the Democrat Party and I'm saying, where are their brains at? Are they sitting on them? I mean, because I'm telling you, for him to say that there is a legitimacy in somebody going into a building and shooting up unarmed people, I mean, I can't see how he can get away with saying that.
Well, Phil, did you see the on Facebook? I stumbled across this yesterday. An ISIS school where little kids are being taught how to use Kalashnikov rifles and 45 automatic weapons. Now, so here's Obama ridiculing the Republicans and this sort of thing. And this thing about this guy, this reporter did this gotcha with Trump about a database.
Yeah.
Phil, are you in a database?
You better believe it.
Are you in a database?
Yeah, I know I am.
Derek, are you in a database? Yes. I hope he's nodding his head in there. I'm in a database. My wife is in a database. Everybody in this country is in a database. Why are these people to be exempt from the same thing?
Political correctness.
And besides, where Phil is the Syrian database? Where is the Somali database?
Exactly right.
You know what's going on up there in Minneapolis, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is amazing. But this is the kind of stuff you expect from people like Obama and Kerry and this sort of thing. This is the stupid party. Forget what was it? One of the Republicans said Republicans can't be the stupid party. Well, we're looking at the stupid party right now. The stupid party is in the White House. The stupid party is Harry Reid blocking this legislation that passed overwhelmingly to add another layer of vetting to these people. But again, you can't vet somebody coming in here if we don't know their background when they come in. Well, who they are, what they support, what they're trying to do.
Yeah, that's why I said that, it's the people that, we have to take a long, hard look at the people because
we sure do.
For them to sit back and allow the Democrat Party and their representatives to do what they've done over the last 7 years, it's just way beyond anything that would have ever happened at any other point in the history of this country. Nobody could allow this stuff to go on from Fast and Furious to the FBI scandal, the NSA, the IRS. I mean, all of the alphabets. I mean, they're all
scandal after everything. Yeah.
Scandal after scandal after scandal, and ultimately, nobody has taken responsibility. But you and I know that the responsibility lies in the White House. He is the one, and yet still, these soldiers stand up in front of him, and they're supposed to fall, and they don't even fall.
Yeah, and Phil. this is we have a Kennedy to thank for all this chain migration. It wasn't JFK. It was Teddy, way back when.
Yes.
You know, you study this, you study that, the 65 Immigration Reform Act and whatever, you know, and everything changed. Everything changed. No longer did you have one person coming in at a time. They would prove themselves worthy to be an American citizen, and then after a number of years, they could start bringing people in one by one, and that would be a continuing process. But now we have this mass influx of people coming in, like I said, and we don't know, especially in this part of the world, we don't know who they are. We don't know what their intentions are.
Well,
and,
Bruce,
they won't go home.
They've told so many lies. They've told so many lies.
Absolutely.
President Obama just said that these are widows and orphans.
Right.
Okay.
Well, look at that video.
But what happens is,
and see whether or not we should fear these little kids.
Yeah. But the political correctness, what do we see? When those widows and orphans, which we know that's not all that's here, it's more men here than women, because that's all you
70%,
see.
70%, close to 70% are of kind of fighting age.
But those
18 to 45.
Those orphans, Bruce, are going to have relatives come in here, and I guarantee you that none of them will be vetted, because guess what? They got a representative here that they can get into the country because they're a cousin, uncle, or aunt, or whatever, and nobody knows anything about these people. So
that's right.
That's
absolutely
that's
right.
why I'm saying there's so many lies that they've told.
And that is the scary part. And it should scare every American to death. I don't care what side of the aisle you are. I don't care if you're a believer or an atheist or whatever. I don't care if you're a Druid. You can worship a tree for all I care. But for God's sake, we better wake up. I mean, how many more
Bruce,
of these attacks do we have to...
We're coming
up
on...
said about Holland.
We're
this
coming
guy
up
was
on
only a couple 100 feet away from probably having his head blown off.
Yeah, we're coming up on the break, Bruce. Thanks a lot for your call this morning.
Okay, take care, guys. God bless. Have a great day and a happy Thanksgiving to you.
All right, thank you.
All right. Okay, bye-bye now.
And what I was saying about this chain migration here, you see, the thing is, that's where this lies thing come in. Now we're getting up on the break, but after the break, we're gonna have a guest on the air, and we're gonna get more into this. Folks, if you'd like to join the conversation, stay tuned, because we're going to be continuing this conversation after the break. That number is 734-822-1600. We'll be back after these messages.